Welcome to the KsdPodcast from 1216 Recording Studio. I'm your host, Brandon J. Andersen, and I got Juanathan Davis with me. And then I got Fred Wooten in the house as well.
I'm gonna make love to you, woman. Gonna lay you down by the
Oh my God. He sat up all night doing that.
And then we have special guest with us today. Erin, say you're a sex therapist.
I'm kind of a therapist.
We have a self-proclaimed sex therapist with us today, Erin Leigh.
Yep, Erin Leigh.
And then Brian. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what Brian does.
Assistant to the sex therapist.
Right.
I'm the female input, he's the gay input.
So let's get this out of the way. What is this, Harley Davidson pirate look you're going for?
I don't have my scarf on.
And it's jack-o'-lanterns on your bandana as well.
You know what? Fuck you guys.
Just get naked. There you go. That's perfect.
Fuck it, I'm taking it off.
Uh-oh. Want to talk for a minute? I broke something.
You broke something.
Did I just lose all my sound effects?
I think you just broke it.
Oh, no.
What'd you get for taking off that bandana?
Told you, man, you gotta do it manually now.
I lost one of them.
That's what she said.
Right.
No, we still got the sound effects.
Yeah, we're good.
You should ain't the
The
person in the
most
shed out there, dude.
For those listening, Fred went into the shed and noticed I have
Right.
a special chamber to lock women into.
See, he came up with the women. We were talking about critters. He said human beings.
It does
He
look
went
like a
right for
legitimate
it.
rape room, though.
It is, man. He is, definitely is.
All right, well, today I have a cold, so I'm basically dying over here.
Oh, it's like the man cold.
Me having a cold is the equivalent of everyone else in this room being shot twice.
Oh, I can see that. You look all right, though.
Hey, Juan, how cold is it today?
Well, it looks like it's springtime because Fred's ready, fresh off his jog. So how's the weather going, Mr. Wooten?
Well, the weather's just fine. We'll be barbecuing today, so I don't know what y'all be doing, but I
We
will be.
told Fred we're having a sex therapist.
So I had to throw in the
So he put sweatpants on.
sweatpants on, so, you know.
And just so you know, like gray sweatpants is one of those things that he actually made me aware of, that you can actually see a man's thing through the gray sweatpants.
Okay,
Always.
well, that's cool.
So next time you stand up, be
That's
wearing
why.
it.
That's why I wear them.
Well, I thought that was your leg, but
Right.
apparently no.
He's the black guy. I mean, that's just how it goes. So when you stand up, just know we're like.
Now I know.
Yeah.
Now I know not to look at your leg while it's throbbing.
I was wondering why I kept kicking up every once in a while.
Oh my God! Ain't nobody I can call right now.
No,
I thought
there's
that
no
was,
saving you today.
Man.
actually it's just the microphone's clipped to that.
It should have a mic,
It's
yeah.
like, really?
Its own entity.
Right.
Fred, what does your penis have to say?
Oh, it does more than that. It talks more than that. It's bilingual.
It's finally.
I don't know where you go with that.
What's in the news today, Brandon?
Yeah. I'm just gonna play
Ferris
that
Bueller's
out.
Day Off?
Yeah, that's the only. It was a pain in the ass finding these sound effects, and I already lost my Fred's entrance music.
Aw.
Must I have my own?
Yeah, that.
Oh, yeah.
Barry
yeah,
White.
Yeah. No, don't need that.
That was Isaac Hayes.
Huh?
Oh, that was Isaac
Hayes? I thought it
Hayes.
was Barry
Yeah.
White first.
Oh.
Same.
All right, doing his little homework.
Whose was the cheetah?
Oh,
The cheetah? Oh yeah, you had the cheetah a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, the rider.
That was pretty
That's
funny.
what that was, a cheetah?
Yeah. Cougar,
I
cheetah.
thought somebody was choking
Hey, Fred.
somebody.
Why is there no testing in the jungles?
I have no idea.
There's too many cheetahs.
There's too many cheetahs.
Oh my god. I'm using that as the next
How many
kid's
people
joke.
are dead in the cemetery?
I don't know.
All of them, Brandon. Shit. It's worse than a cheetah, man.
Do you want me to end this joke session really quick?
Yeah.
With the most inappropriate joke of the day?
Let's hear it.
Kill it.
What's the difference between Jews and Boy Scouts?
No, I have nothing to do with
I'm
this.
already laughing. Before I even know.
I have
The
nothing
Boy
to
Scouts came back from camp.
Oh, that's bogus. Oh, that's so bogus.
And I ended that joke session.
No, we can get worse.
Round one goes to one.
You don't like the dead baby jokes, though.
Oh, I
you?
do. There was actually some dead baby
Those
jokes.
are my favorite.
There was one involving a wire hanger yesterday.
How do you get a? What's the difference between a truck bed full of dead babies and bowling balls? You can't use a pitchfork to get the bowling balls out.
I knew that one.
Bad,
I
man.
don't really like dead
Bad,
babies.
No, I just love the fact that there's a special place in hell for people like this, and I know I'll be among friends. You know, it's like I will be surrounded by
Fucking
those
teaching
I
the
love.
class, man.
Yeah.
Shit, that's special place for him. He's teaching the class.
Right.
Oh my God.
All right, in the news today. Well,
Well,
you're gonna have to hold my hand through this one.
I know. Well, Fred, Brandon,
Right here.
anybody else have this problem with their significant other? The myth called the female orgasm?
Yes. What? Where is it?
A myth. Myth.
The myth called the female orgasm, does
The
it
Bermuda
exist?
Triangle.
Does it not?
It does exist.
Well,
You so.
It's
science,
a myth if you don't know about
scientists have found the answer for women. Now, it's supposed to be for women with the extreme problem of not being able to have an orgasm.
It's called They're Married to Brandon Andersen.
They created a machine that they surgically implant in the woman's
They
vagina.
surgically.
So, at the push of a button, she will have an orgasm.
This is
Like
driving down the
instantly?
street.
Instantly.
This is driving down the street.
Driving down the street, if she chooses to push this button, bam.
You know
what?
what?
She goes into convulsion.
Don't mess it up with your key fob. You put it with your key fob. You're trying to unlock your car. You drop it to your knees in front of your grandma. Sorry,
So
grandma.
I can't wait for the day they implant this in somebody, and as she was just stating, as Erin was just stating, her kid grabs it,
Oh,
2-year-old
shit.
kid, just goes crazy, starts pushing the button, and his mom is just twitching there. Oh,
dancing on
baby,
the
stop,
floor.
baby.
That could really start a really bad correlation with looking at your kid like no,
I'm just thinking
and
of
mixing
Boardwalk
that with an
Empire now.
orgasm. That can't be good.
There's nothing wrong with it.
The best place for that, though, is on the keyring.
Yeah.
You know what's? I have something similar. You just touch my penis. Done.
Yeah.
But would it make men obsolete?
No. Ish.
No, bitch.
You give your significant other the
Well,
button.
I
still
could
need
spend the
somebody-
whole 15 minutes doing that, or bam, 30 seconds, I'm done.
I
You see that?
He also-
I could do that, and I'm
Mom
done
makes
with my
love-
day.
he
I'm
makes
ready to
love
go.
as jazz.
One right before work, one during lunch.
Why are you farting when you do it?
I don't know how bad her orgasms are gonna be. She might fart after she orgasms.
Right.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
What's the range on that?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you adjust the power?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's still
It's manufactured by
just came out of the
Automotive,
fresh out of the lab, but I imagine
It's funny though how they have this kind of advanced NASA technology for women, but men, it's just like you just don't need
Yeah.
it.
We don't
Is there life on Mars? I don't know, but we can give a woman an orgasm.
But it's
with a
kind of
shot.
dangerous, I would assume, because what they explained is they open her up, they find the special spot the woman has,
The G spot.
and they hook it up with wires and electrodes and all this stuff. So basically, she's part cyborg now.
Right.
I feel
So
so.
what's
Wait a minute.
gonna happen
That's
is
the
that-
mark of the beast.
If this thing what happens if this thing ever
Barter and
malfunctions?
trading right there.
She's sitting there having a nice dinner, all of a sudden smoke starts coming out of her crotch.
I would just instantly try to just push it, but push.
Right.
I mean, you see me with the sound effects.
But it could have the same effect as circumcision, where it could desensitize the woman after a while, after so much.
Well, yeah,
Well, I
you'd think
think
you'd
it
almost
would.
get tired of it. Like, okay, yeah, well, never mind.
They say
I'm
the
just
same thing
kidding.
about.
Who gets sick of
say
that?
the same thing about piercings and stuff as well too. I mean, I've met a couple like that. Self it sensitizes them that they
mean-
can't have an orgasm.
So they say. I'd hate to find out that was wrong, though.
Okay,
to
but-
go that far and then you're just like, no feeling. Okay,
Right.
you're done.
Well, I mean, it depends on depends on. I don't know how many times you want to do it or something. I don't know. But
I'm not an electrical expert. I'm not a scientist by any means, but they said it works similar to a pacemaker. I'm not.
I was
sure
just gonna say made by
exactly
the same companies
how a
as a
pacemaker
pacemaker.
works, but does it conduct heat? Does it leave scar tissue?
My question is it covered on insurance?
I would imagine.
I mean, wouldn't that be amazing? Like, I just can't. We need to install the Orgasmatron instantly.
All of a sudden, Obamacare's through the roof.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
But let's hope it doesn't affect them and they end up with a piece of beef jerky between their legs.
Oh,
Oh God.
sounds rough.
You see, it would be cool for men, though, if they could have one that you don't come until you hit the button. Dead silence.
That's
Everybody went into thought.
Not
on
that I
That'd be
need
as
it.
easy as probably shoving a Q-tip in there.
Oh,
Oh,
like in your urethra?
no, not the same.
Well, we all have our kinks. Let's not judge.
I know, right? That's called
No.
sounding, is what that's called.
It's called chlamydia.
Now,
That's called the STD test that every man hates.
Juan sent me this breaking news last night. He's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it!" That Justin Bieber's penis is now public record.
Public record.
Where is
What
that?
record.
He what now?
His penis is now a matter of public record. You
Did
know
he
how he
commit a
peed
crime?
in the... They had him take a urine test or something like that in Florida or whatever. Well, apparently they had to show the video as evidence, which once they do that, it becomes public record and everybody can see the video
Of him peeing.
of him peeing. And his penis is there because the policeman had to watch him as he urinated into this cup.
Of course.
So apparently now there is a blurred image of Justin Bieber's penis.
Do you think he calls it the Biebs?
Right.
My Biebs. Let me pull
So
out my
if you were
Biebs.
ever curious, Fred, or Brandon,
I wonder what it looks like. I mean, he's kind of precious in his own little way.
It's probably depressing.
Yeah.
Oh
You know,
man.
and what's depressing is I'll see it and they'll be like, if people think that's depressing. Like, Brandon, you're wearing gray sweatpants. Where is it? And that's my wife talking to me. And she's not even defending me over that. She's like, it's true.
Yeah. You should hear it at
I
work.
have a picture of him.
I think I should do more of the self-pitying with the Chris Rock voice.
Well, let's hear it.
Oh, no, he's like, no.
Don't do the Chris Rock. Save us all.
See, what
Don't.
the problem with me is my penis is small.
Poor Cammy.
Right.
staying along the lines though of pee, of urination
In the
in
Biebs.
Florida. They
In
have
Florida.
a problem in Florida, Fred,
What's that
Brandon, Aaron,
Yes.
Brian.
and Brian.
Brian.
Yeah,
I was thinking of the name right
He
now.
doesn't
5
count.
more seconds.
Just
Sweat
call him
out that.
B.
That's what you did.
Call it beefs.
There
Yeah, he's
is
the Biebs.
what the police may be ready to call a serial urinator on the University of Florida campus.
It would be the
Serial
University of Florida,
urinator.
too.
There has been numerous reports of people sending in reports to police that a man is coming up to them while their back is turned against this man, and he is urinating all over their back.
Well done, sir. Well done.
He is a black man.
Wow. Did he have gray sweats on?
He has gray sweats
Wearing
on.
gray
We
sweats.
fit the
With
criteria.
the Revolution shirt.
He is
Yeah,
about
yeah,
he is about
Yell at
six.
the Reverend.
He's about 6'2".
He finished a jog.
But apparently, after they feel the pee on them, as he's urinated on, they confront him, and he runs away. But apparently, they can't seem to catch this man who's just constantly running around peeing on people.
I've been
catch
pissed
him.
on.
They don't want to catch you.
I just remembered that. Cammy's looking at me. Who?
Oh, I thought you were saying it was her. I thought this was some R. Kelly shit going on here.
No.
I didn't know.
Do you remember the wrestler, cynical Stephen
A
Youngblood?
guy pissed on you,
A guy
Brandon?
pissed on me. We were taking a shower.
Brandon.
You were taking a
Taking a
shower with
shower.
him?
Youngblood.
Now is when you should have hit the
Let
button.
me retell the story.
Oh,
No, he was really
Right.
he was really drunk, and I was carrying him to the car, and he's all of a sudden,
Excuses.
then he goes, "Arr." I'm like, what? He's like, look out! And I look at his piss all over my leg.
So were you wounded soldier carrying him, or like cradle baby carrying this guy?
Wounded soldier.
So you felt it on your back then?
No. It was on my side. It was on.
Oh, so you held him like a baby,
Oh,
like
no,
on your
no.
side.
No, drunk man is like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was wounded
But his
soldier.
butt, his stuff was still on your
Okay,
butt,
okay,
though.
okay.
And then what?
He can't manage to tell you that he's going to pee, but he can.
He said, "Watch out." Is that how he announced it?
What? Watch out! He's already going. He was Scott Stapp from Creed.
I kind of imagine the way you took it, though.
I know.
Kind of like the way you were at a public pool. Like when you're at a public pool, you were probably just waving your hair around, but like, stop peeing on me.
You know, every time I hear about people peeing on people too, this is how cool I am. I think of the episode of Sex and the City.
Everyone in the room.
Cricket sound would be nice.
Yeah.
Even the gay guys like. What episode
Which episode is that? Unfamiliar. Fill me in.
What would you guys do if a stranger just pissed on you guys while you guys
I
were
would
sitting
have
in the
an
park?
issue. Like I would
Sitting in the
have.
park?
We'd have problems.
But literally, I mean, if somebody pees on you as you're sitting there, say, reading a magazine or something, and you turn around, and this guy still has his penis out, still
I'd kick
peeing
him
on
square in the dick. I mean, I don't care. I mean,
you.
at
Would you
that
take
point,
the chance of
getting
this
more
guy?
pee on you?
Not of getting more
But you could
pee
kick
on
it.
you.
You could like affect the stream. It could shoot in your face, and
That
all of a sudden,
would- yeah.
you're like, "Bean,
What
stop
if he just
peeing on
fucking
me."
gets
That's a
naked
tough
and come out
call.
here? Come on.
I mean, because
That's right.
in a sense, you're going to confront somebody who already has their penis out. And he's already
They're
crazy.
vulnerable.
He's already crazy.
Yeah.
You don't know how crazy he is.
But you know he doesn't have a gun. I mean, his hands are
Well,
full.
he's
No,
got
he has a
no
gun.
You
He
know,
has a gun.
his most dangerous weapon is already in his hands. So I mean,
Squirter,
like,
too.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
it could start out with pee, and you could end up getting a slap with it in the face.
Where do
I don't know
I go?
how I would
I
handle
can't
that
decide if I'd be too
situation.
dumbfounded or flabbergasted at the initial thought of getting peed on
Or-
by
or
a stranger.
Getting
to
your
react.
camera out, like I don't know if it would be like the camera retrieval would be the first
Yeah, I
one.
don't know,
figure out,
something
like-
Cammy, look at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's he catching these people at, though? Where's he catching the people at?
They're sitting on the campus, like the green
chilling.
Nobody else
space.
can say, hey, there he comes.
Well, I imagine he's
Watch out!
He's
I
got
imagine
his
he's
beads in
targeting
his
people
hand.
who are somewhat in an isolated or alone
Right.
area, which would make it a little more intimidating if you suddenly you're sitting there and you feel nice warm liquid all over you. You'd be
Nice
like, it's
warm
not even my
liquid. You sound like
birthday
you'd
yet.
like this.
What if dude's coming towards you, unzipping his shit right there and just coming towards you?
Well, if he's coming towards me,
People not gonna get up because people still gonna be
No.
like, what the fuck is he doing? What the hell's going on? Until he grabs you.
if he's coming towards me,
Brandon fell asleep on the mic.
They,
I'll do what Brandon just did. I'm ready.
I have a question for you.
Don't miss.
Now we all know your paralyzing fear of public pools.
Why is that?
Because you know everybody
the-
pees
Set
in
him
them.
out, Brandon.
I'm guilty.
Oh,
Set him out,
yeah.
Brandon. Set him out there. Golly.
With bunnies out there.
Well, my fear of public pools comes from the fact that I feel it's just a giant bacteria cesspool.
It's a cesspool. I mean, there's no
I
question.
mean,
there's
there's
a layer.
feces everywhere.
Everywhere,
There is
yeah.
just
Well, it's not as bad as
Cubic-
the 700 getting in the pool.
there's feces,
Yeah.
pubic hair. There's
There's
every
certain things you
imaginable
just feel like
disease people
chlorine.
carry.
All I know
Yeah.
is that Illinois public pools must be just fucking horrible.
The poop they just skim out, and you gotta wait 5 minutes for that poop matter to disintegrate.
You can get back
then
in.
you can get back in.
They just
Still
take
a
a
little
bucket
turd still
where
floating.
around that water was and just take it.
I've never
Yeah.
run into like feces at a public pool. I mean, I remember when you guys remember Wacky Waters?
Yeah.
I mean, we all remember that. They had the lake out there, like where you could, the like little zip line jobby or
Right.
whatever, but you had to swim out to it. There was one point where I thought it was a fish. It was a giant shit floating, and I was like, I turned
water-
around. I was like, I am not staying in here.
And I forgot to mention this, but I can't say that.
Sure, that was Wacky Waters or
I
West
can't
Lake.
say that animals are not intelligent, but think about how many animals they must have to scoop out of there every day.
Yeah,
or
my
every,
mom has
every
a pool,
so often.
and there's always a mole. She had a
Frogs,
raccoon once. I mean,
squirrels.
there's all kinds of animals that
Oh,
find
look
their
at
ways
you! Look
to
at
the
like
pool.
told you so.
I'm just saying.
Told you so. Cesspool of shit.
But would you rather go swimming in the pool, or had this guy? you got to swim for an hour, or this guy briefly
Peeing on you.
and you're like, you're 10 blocks away from your house, and the guy just comes up and pees on your back.
So that or a swimming pool
Or the
is his
swimming
options.
pool, what are your options? Yeah.
Oh, well,
He
Wait,
goes into deep
he's
thought
thinking
too. He's
about
like,
it.
shit.
10 minutes from my house.
So you have to survive with it with that long on you.
Well, I think I probably have less urine on me if the guy just peed on me than if I went to the public pool.
And you can ingest the water and everything. Gets all in your whole body and everything.
yeah.
You always get water in your mouth.
In the pool? Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. Ew.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Now, would you rather have him pee on your junk or pee on your back?
This has taken such a turn.
I'm just trying to figure out his kink.
Oh,
Well, I've peed on myself plenty of times, so I'd rather than pee on my shit, I guess.
Are you that old? Are you losing control?
No, what I'm saying is like,
continent.
Do you have to wear a diaper when you go to bed?
no, but it's, sometimes it just shoots in different directions.
Oh,
That's
sometimes,
what
sometimes I,
Why are you pointing up?
sometimes
The
I get that. I'll get that
Right.
meat spray where
The
one will spray on the side of it on the
Right.
on the countertop, and the other will spray in the shower. And I'm like, the toilet bowl's right there.
And that answers it like right there. It's like, why don't you guys just sit? Like, what is
Can't do
the
that.
fascination with
Can't even
standing
do
I
that.
do sit a lot.
Can't do
though.
that.
I do
You
sit a
can't
lot.
sit. It's not happening.
No,
Even
I do.
when-
that's the
I'm
only
not
thing that
gonna-
distinguishes
I'm
a
not
man
gonna
from
say
a woman.
anything.
That's the only thing.
That's the
that
only.
distinguishes-
Well,
stand all day.
yeah.
I'm sitting
I've not
down
seen a
right
woman
back
piss
here.
yet.
Nowadays, it's a lot
easier.
easier to sit there with an iPod.
I was just gonna say.
Sit there with the tuck.
I thought he was putting the iPod right there.
No, when you sit down, you gotta tug it.
You do.
Yeah.
But I would do
Yeah.
that out of pure lazy. But like if it streams on both sides of the toilet, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm a female, so it's just like pee does
You
bother
can
me
pee
a little
standing
bit when
up,
it's on the floor. So I'm just like, dude, just sit.
I am so lazy about lifting the seat that even if the top, the complete lid is covering, I just shove it in there in between and just hope it goes in.
On your knees on the bathroom floor. Piss.
Sometimes, not a lot, but sometimes I'll be urinating, and I'm like, man, it just straight perfect stream in there. And I'll go to zip it up, and
I
I'm
hope
like,
so.
what the
Everyone.
fuck? It's like my whole pant leg is fucking wet. Where the fuck did that piss come from?
I'm so glad I don't have that problem.
I don't have that problem.
There's like a little fucking stream up here that just shut off underneath.
I ain't gonna.
this.
I got your back. Ronnie.
I don't
yeah,
get that.
happens.
I don't get it. I don't
It
know
only
where that
happens.
fucking
It
stream
only
comes
happens to
from.
men though. So I mean,
Because I see where the fucking
boy.
stream is
It
going straight to the
definitely
toilet,
exists.
and then I'm like, how the fuck are my pants all fucking wet?
It's
Yeah,
the
that's
elusive
the shit.
second stream.
yeah, it is.
I
You know
just
what'd be
thought
cool?
that always happened
Like, where the
after you
fuck did that
came. I
come
thought that
from?
was the only time the elusive second
No.
stream happened.
Sometimes
Like
you
in
get
the
some
morning.
lint stuck up
Lint.
there. You know what would be
Imagine
awesome?
it'd be like a belly button.
When it does, the two streams, if you're getting one in the shower and one in the sink and don't miss.
Oh,
That'd be kind of cool.
that's
Some
an
ripples,
acquired
believe it or
skill.
not, shit.
I like urinating in the shower.
Anybody that
Ditto.
says they don't needs to be slapped.
They lie.
Yeah, they're lying.
Everybody here pee in the shower?
Everybody pees in the shower. It is what it is. I just hate when it's warmer than the water itself, and you're like, God damn it.
Or when the water's warm.
Now I can tell the
That's
difference,
well, you
and
know,
it's
when you-
gone too far.
You know when you turn the water on and it's cold at first, I just hose myself down real quick.
He said, "How was himself down?"
Cold shower.
Except I don't hold it up here. It's more dead silence again. You know what? Fuck off. I'm done
Yeah.
talking.
Brandon's out.
All right, for the final news story, moving up the coast a little bit. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but apparently a Duke University freshman has just came out publicly as an aspiring porn actress
Oh,
to pay for college.
Amanda Knox?
Something knocks.
He knows more about this.
I just
you're,
saw this.
You're gonna do it now.
Give him the.
And this dude, this kid at that school gave her a whole bunch of crap and posted on Facebook and stuff. And the dude who runs the porn site, this other kid, he belongs to facial abuse.
Facial abuse is what
Yeah.
the site is called.
Yeah, so he put him out there, and he's like,
What
I
is
will
the
give you
.com?
Yeah, facialabuse.com. It's just like
We like to thank our
slamming
sponsors.
hardcore facial abuse sex. And I looked it up. I did my research before I came on the show. And the guy offered him 10 grand to come and screw any porno star that he wanted to, just to like mess with him, and then he'd give him $1,000 for every inch over 4 inches that his dick is.
Oh well then.
So he's
Challenge
he's totally
accepted.
dogging on
Maybe
this
we
dude
can
who-
get $1,000 off your car.
I'll give
You're gonna end up owing money.
Then
Brandon.
Fred, looking at Fred, is also
You're going to end up owing money, Brandon.
So what's the controversy in it? So the guy that was giving him shit, I mean, he was just giving her shit for it and put
The
it out on
controversy
Facebook?
is apparently, she's freshly 18.
She'd be doing it for free anyways. You might as well get your college tuition paid for it,
Right.
right?
It is $45,000. She goes to Duke
Honestly,
University. It's
lower the rates of
$45,000 a
college
year.
so they don't have to do porn in
No,
order to pay
no,
for their
don't
thing.
lower the rate.
And
I'm a big advocate of pornography, and if you have to struggle, and the only way you get through is pornography, you fucking do it.
I'll help pay your way.
But she's going on a media tour now where she's been on CNN, I think ABC, stuff like that. And it's just bringing more. It's filling her pockets more. The more she's going on TV, the richer she's
just
going to
so
get.
Might as well
happy
even
that
go for it.
the
I don't
most
see the problem.
unshameful way she can make money right now for her is to talk about doing porn.
What she is
Has
going
she
on the
committed
TV
to it
shows
yet?
talking about is she's trying to empower women in porn. She wants to finish Duke, be a lawyer, and she wants to shed light that it's a professional industry, that
It's an
the
art.
women are not treated like second-rate, citizens or whatever. They're treated professional. It's a very professional production, and it shouldn't be shameful, I guess, for women to go into pornography.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I
No.
mean, I love degrading people for money. It is what it is.
But if you have 6 penises,
I mean, if
then
you're
you
willing
have
to
one.
subject yourself to it, then more power to you. I will give you money.
I guess it comes to the point as where the media is saying, well, how can you be taken serious as a lawyer when we can go back and look at you chugging
Getting a
a
load
10-inch
on your
cock?
face, yeah.
Well, how can you be treated or be taken seriously as a president when you've done a bunch of cocaine?
It's all
Which president am I talking about either? We don't know.
yeah. Touche.
I had one in mind, but I'm just going to leave it ambiguous now.
Boy, yeah.
But
I just got to do sound effects now because of the
It
awkward
comes to the
pause
point,
every time
it's-
after I talk.
her family couldn't afford, obviously, to pay for her college.
Maybe her
It's
mother.
their
How does
fault.
it leave her family?
I think her parents should be doing
does it
porn.
bring shame upon her family that she decided to do this? Should she be thinking of her family, or should she just be thinking about herself?
But wait a minute,
Think
though.
about
Isn't-
yourself.
Think about
if,
yourself.
if she's going to college, isn't that her parents' responsibility still?
Well, apparently they couldn't
And
afford.
the
They
parents
make,
should be doing
and
porn.
parents should have been doing
They're in
porn.
that
And what college is it?
Duke University.
Duke
They're in
University.
that
Blue
weird
Devils.
income level where they don't make enough for aid, but they make too much for aid.
So she will get AIDS, is what happens. That's the outcome of this
Right.
story.
No, because you just made the porn industry look very unprofessional.
Oh, well,
like
true.
they're not clean
Yeah,
and
I
all
did. I'm
that.
sorry.
Like they're
They
not
do get
clean?
tested every week. That is how it goes in the porn industry. So my bad to the porn
Well,
industry.
it's a whole thing too, like you say, that how she can be taken seriously, and it's that whole slut shaming thing that when you're younger you go through. Like if a girl had sex with, like in high school, if a girl had sex with Fred, you'd probably make fun of her, be like, well, she's a slut now, and all that.
And she's like, he had gray sweatpants.
And he had great sex. I mean, I couldn't
She's a slut
In
now.
a sense,
now.
she could be a lawsuit nightmare for anybody that hires her because
Right.
it's she's gonna come. If somebody hires, she's gonna come in with that reputation. Well, this girl's kind of easy, so let me try and get my dick sucked while I'm working
Right?
with
I feel
her.
like she'd get hired quicker.
It'd be a huge lawsuit liability to hire her.
I all of a sudden want to go to court.
Not really. I wouldn't
Because
think of
you ask her, would
lawsuit
you
'cause-
like a cup of coffee? And you say it in a sexual voice. Be like, this motherfucker is sexually harassing me.
Just asking for a cup of-
But I mean, it's that whole thing. People just need to realize people like getting off and all that. And so what if you do
Well,
porn?
quit being ashamed by it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why it's just like, why does it have to be so shameful? I hope that generation eventually dies out.
It won't. I think
It won't.
I think it's an age thing, and then it's
It's not gonna never die out.
You know,
Most
though,
people think like
we-
stuff like
we
that is
have
supposed to be
people that in the
secret-
circle of our
sacred
world-
or whatever.
Yeah, true.
they used to say that we had someone in our circle in the world. I can't remember who it was, but they said I remember hearing them go on. Anyone who has ever done anal sex is a skank.
Oh.
I'm like, what if they've only been with one person ever, and that's it? The rest of nope, skank.
I
Well,
used
And
to
then
do
you
I
get
wouldn't
to an
say-
age. You get
I
to an
wouldn't
age.
say-
I want a professional.
Professional what?
Yeah. Cammy's looking at me like, who the fuck are you?
Professional what?
What? Is
No,
that...
I mean, I want
somebody
someone
who's
that's been
skilled.
around the block once
You
or
want
twice,
somebody that's been around
that
the
knows
block.
what they're doing. Like, all of a sudden, by the end of the night, I want clothespins on my nipples.
Oh, God. Cammy has stepped into a
Fucking
whole
water
nother realm.
hose smacking me with shit.
It smacked me with a water hose, and a
50
belt
Shades of
around my
Brandon.
fucking neck by the end of the night.
Oh, no.
The whole thing with the whole, like, ooh, she's a virgin, that's never appealed to me.
Man, I know some women used to do that, man, that just have anal sex because they were saving themselves for marriage.
Yeah,
Some
that
women do
was-
that.
Yeah.
What?
I was saving myself for marriage
I
with
know,
Cammy.
I know you were.
So when me and her had sex, I don't let her penetrate me.
Yeah.
Right, and you don't own that same broomstick no more.
Because I didn't want to break the hymen.
Right.
The hymen.
I don't think you
Now,
still
I happened
broke
to
it,
do
Brian.
some research on the spell knocks last night. She is about the size of that microphone stand.
It's not much.
And when she was grasping a gentleman who her smaller stature made it appear that it was about the length of Fred's microphone stand.
That's a very common porn trick.
So,
That's not Fred's mic stand.
as a common porn trick, and her size, she is due to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh, so she like swallowed it?
Yeah,
both
well,
ways.
it looked like she was, needed one hand and then two hands. Like, I still can't reach the top, and then like a third hand.
And took it all the way.
Well, she has small hands.
Oh.
That's why I said it was like Fred's mic stand just to get to the tip.
I'm sorry. I gotta go back to the sweat clothes. Is that just so you
Are
can
you
like?
looking now?
No, I'm just
Look,
like.
dude.
Are you?
Straight line of sight.
They get
I'm
that
sorry.
big?
Aww.
No, is this just like? Is this because you're hoping by the end of the night or whatever, like, or by the end of this podcast, this just all just turns into a massive orgy? You just got rip away clothes.
Right. Oh, man. That's at the drop of a dime, Brandon.
Yeah, let's not answer that
Yeah, that's
question.
not
Fred.
I said at the drop
Avoid.
of a dime.
His
Let's let it be a
glasses are getting all
surprise.
steamed up now.
Yeah, at the drop of a dime. It's
that way.
automatic. It's automatic. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
I'm out of it now. Though,
Now I'm gonna have to look this up now. I'm interested to see about this.
I saw something
this
about
petite
it.
woman in these large wieners.
I didn't see that. You know, it's another thing too about pornography. I always hate the. I don't like the virgin stuff, and I don't like the teen stuff. And it's fucking disgusting how you'll see some
It
of
is
the
kind of pretty bad.
you'll see the advertisements for it for barely legal shit.
It's
And
scary.
there's one photo where they make this girl look as fucking young as possible to the point where it's like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
And then
Was she Asian too?
I was gonna say when they throw the
No.
Asian in there too,
No,
you're like,
no.
oh my god, she's
Those are what-
6.
well then
Come on.
and then she looks she has a no.
And
it
she
gets
was on the
worse.
gymnastics
She has that
team, I
Benjamin
swear.
Button
She's wearing
disease.
Hello Kitty. Please tell me
yes.
she was wearing Hello Kitty.
She's got like pigtails. And
Yeah, that's what they
she
do,
has
though,
a
man.
very uncomfortable
She looks scared.
scared look on her
Yeah.
face, and the penis has been photoshopped because you can see like the colors a little off and all that, but it looks like a fucking blimp going into her. It's disgusting. And
Oh, you hit play,
and it's
didn't
just
you?
like, don't tell my dad, and I'm just
You think it was photo op.
You had to click it.
Yeah.
no. I usually, if I see, I'm a big fan of RedTube, and if it says
Love Red too.
if the advertisement is teens, I just get the fuck away from it.
Yeah, because if it's barely legal, it's kind of illegal. So you
Yeah.
still want to have that on your browser.
Or it creates it. I mean.
It starts to learn what you like, and then it assumes it's like TiVo thinks you're gay or something. It's like all of a sudden it's like it assumes that I like these.
Kids are gonna be
songs
like,
now.
that's why it's doing that to you, isn't it?
Brand is on.
But
Yeah, that's pushing it. Ugh.
yeah, I like the MILFs.
But you don't
right
have
now.
an issue with old people?
Old people.
That's
They
why
I think
keep
Wait, but
so-
you said like
No,
there's no limit.
no. There
There
is
is
no limit.
no limit.
To
I think-
old people?
No,
No,
there's
to
a video.
porn.
No, yes, there's videos.
There's a video that I think when you and I watched it, or me and Cammy, I was actually almost throwing up. Like, I was like,
They were
Because
so
I was
old.
gagging.
I'll let you do that
He was
by
choking on that
yourself.
broomstick.
No, but she.
Cammy had her strap on.
Are you guys familiar with the website eFucked?
Of
Yes.
course.
Yeah,
I
I
put
sent
you
you-
on to eFucked, I'm pretty sure.
No,
In
he got me on that. You may have got
Inhumanity.
her on that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of really good
eFucked
ones.
is the greatest website
It's really
known
a
to man.
fucking orgy going on
You-
over here.
No.
What
No.
the fuck are you talking
They
No,
do like
eFucked is-
trolling of the wannabe porn stars
Yeah,
and
it's-
like
remember-
some of the funniest shit.
It's only the smells.
Yeah, it's
Remember-
only smells.
Bro, what are you
I
talking
love
Do you remember that
guy.
website that Juan used to show you where
It's only smells.
it's like the bloopers?
Degrading casting couch.
I remember there was
Yes.
that girl that the guy keeps doing anal, then he wants to put it in their mouth, and he's just like,
And there's even
and they look at it.
there's a chunk of poop on the dick, and he's like, he like flicks the poop out of the dick,
Got like
and it's
a-
like, it's only smells, you know? And she's like, oh god.
And that
Oh my
woman,
God, he
you
stuck
and
it
I
out
have
of her
said that
ass
woman
and
has
shit
some of the
all
most
over his
beautiful
dick. I
eyes in the
remember
world.
that
The way she looks back at the camera, some of the most beautiful eyes. Shit breath.
Oh, man.
But yeah, my boyfriend fiance, I guess, would randomly pull that out, and he'll be like, "It's only smells," and I'm like, "Can't do that shit right now. It's not. There's a fine line, and that shit ain't funny right now. It's only smell. It's only smell."
Well, that guy's been on
He
it.
didn't talk you into it right.
That guy's been on there a couple times too. There's that one where, like, I guess the girl tells him like 91 times that no, I don't want you to stick it in my. Come on, baby, I need you.
Oh, he's trying to.
You're so beautiful.
Oh God.
He does not take no for an answer.
So anybody out there that hasn't seen it, go to eFuck. It is absolute comedy.
What was the last one I saw? There's the one.
Honestly.
Remember the German one? Did you see the German one where there's two guys fucking the girls on the couch? Like one guy's sitting down, the girl's on him, and the other guy is like standing over them. And then the guy on top starts to finish, and the girl moves, and he just jacks off under the guy's face. He's like, "Oh, no!"
Not on my face.
No!
Oh God, that would be the worst part about doing a devil's three-way there.
Yeah, and that reminds me of the time I met
Oops.
Fred and Juan my first day at work.
Oh, Cammy.
When I was on the bottom.
You're right. You tried to run a train on him. He didn't want to go.
And then
Caught him on the line.
I saw Fred's mic stand, and I just had to keep going up it.
Oh, man.
Wait, on an off topic though. Have you ever heard of Jamaican daggering? Any of you guys?
No.
No.
But it sounds hot.
Right, Jamaican dagger.
Jamaican daggering is a dance craze in Jamaica.
Is this sexual?
It's very sexual.
Okay, I'm like, if you were just fucking talking about dancing also, get the fuck out of here. I'm talking
Apparently.
about coming on faces and shit in my mouth.
Imagine the girl's bent over. You know, the guy grabs her. They're fully clothed. They're in a dance club.
She's 7:30.
He just starts jackhammering her like that, like, you know, doing all that shit. Then he'll find the nearest thing he can climb up on, right? And imagine like he's gonna plank, right? He gets on something, like imagine a garbage can or a table or something, and she'll lay on the ground sometimes, and he will literally jump off of it in between her crotch, body slam her, and then continue to jackhammer while she's on the ground. The women would do the same favor because the man will just lay there, and there's these videos, these big Jamaican women on there.
And what's it
Where-
called again?
Jamaican daggering.
Okay, I'm gonna look that
The
up.
pants are still on.
Me and
The
Kate
man
call
will
it
be laying on the
frog
ground,
splash.
and one woman will come, just jump on him, and begin to fucking jump all over
I
him.
hope they're petite.
No,
I'm thinking
get
of,
off.
Orgasmo
She'll
right
get
now.
off, and then
Very
another
good.
woman will do the same exact thing. There's a great video online of Jamaican daggering set to Jim Ross from the WWE doing play-by-play commentary.
I bet that is phenomenal.
So, look for that.
I gotta break
Me too.
subject. This has nothing to do with sex. I need to send you the link. There's this woman refused to let her husband even watch WWE, and she wouldn't let him get the pay-per-view in their house at all. Mm-hmm. He's not allowed to watch wrestling in his house. And so the guy calls a radio station and has them prank phone call her. And they call. She's like, "Hello," and it plays John Cena's music. John Cena wants you to get the pay-per-view. And goes through the whole thing, and she's like, "No, thank you," and hangs up. And they call back.
Oh Jesus!
They do the same thing. She's like, "I just told you we're not doing it." Hangs up. Calls again. Is Champ there? Who? Is Champ there? What? Is Champ there? Who's the champ? You'll find out if it's John Cena in the pay-per-view. It keeps going through that. And then she freaks out, hangs up, calls back, and she's like, What the fuck? And it's a woman. She's like, oh, ma'am, I'm sorry. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. She's like, well, we're just wondering, do you support the U.S. military? Yes, I do. Okay, well, we have we have a member of the U.S. military that really needs your support this weekend. She's like, okay. Do you want to know who it is? Yeah. John Cena!
Well, that actually happened for real, though, too, man. Somebody actually got killed. The father.
Shit got serious.
Right. The father he wanted to watch wrestling, and the family didn't. And the family turned around and killed him over that.
I remember
That's crazy, dude. Over wrestling? It's fake! It's fake.
Sometimes you just don't want to watch it.
Wrestling is fake. Murder is
You're
fake.
like, I just don't want to watch
Apparently
this shit.
that father must have been going, let's go see
No, I'm not going to say that in front of your child.
And the rest were like, Cena sucks.
Right.
Unload the clip on his face.
That's a father that stands up for his kids.
Right.
That's
an insult, man. I wouldn't take
That man got
man.
killed by his own
I would
kid.
not take that, man.
Meanwhile, your kids will eventually kill you then, I'm assuming, later on when they're like, let's go Cena. You're like, Cena's really not that good.
You've apparently lost a wheel, so don't go down, my friend.
No, it's all right.
So how does this roll if I have to pee? I mean, I'm not trying to pee on anybody, but I have to get up and go pee.
Pee?
Yeah.
You got a bucket or a
I know, right?
or something?
Do I just stay connected to my mic and just take you to the bathroom? I mean, this could be an
We have a
adventure.
handheld
Now.
recorder.
Good sponsors that we're here.
You guys can listen to it.
During this commercial break, smooth jazz.
You can find out if I stand up or not.
Do you really have to pee?
I really do have to pee.
Do we pause it now or?
No, you don't have to pause it. I'll just
go-
totally
yeah.
undo my mic.
Well,
Yeah,
All right.
don't do the mic, then we can't hear Brian.
Well, yeah, true.
You misspoke, and I'm just gonna call you out like on a dick. I misspoke right there too. I'm gonna call you out like a dick.
I think that's it for the news.
No, I'm so interested in this whole orgasm implant situation. Because I know that there was one huge thing where they had done where they put they inject the G spot or whatever it is with collagen to make it larger.
I thought nobody could find it.
Well, I mean that's why a male
myth.
doctor was probably administering
It's
it.
a
So good
myth.
luck. The G spot's a myth. No.
Cammy, is there a G spot? You told me the other night no.
She's just trying to not hurt your
Right,
feelings.
because if you haven't had it,
You know what?
then you don't recognize you got it.
What I said was, you're not near it.
It is 4 inches in there, Brandon. You've got a ways.
No,
Technically,
no.
it's technically,
Five, because I get $1,000.
technically it's only 2.
Shut the fuck.
I was just saying, I'm trying to help you out.
You're trying to help me out? You made me smaller than what I just said.
You don't need much to do it. Is what I'm saying.
It's not the size of the sea, it's the motion of the ocean.
That's a lie.
That's
That's
a
a
lie.
It is a
that-
lie.
that'll
You
go
are
in-
right. It is a lie.
We'll go. I
It's
guess. Ooh, we're getting all nervous now. There's a woman that we can ask 6 questions to.
Dude, you just talking
true.
about
Nothing
shit
is off
on
the
dick.
table. You're never going to offend me.
You're asking questions now, dude. You're just talking about shit on a dick, dude. That's
No.
nothing.
Let's do the motion of the ocean and all that shit. Let's just, Erin, set the record straight to all our male viewers. Or
Does
maybe
it matter?
listeners.
Does it matter to a woman?
What exactly is
And-
the motion?
And Fred wants to go,
Yes.
and yes, it does.
Wait, does it,
My gray sweatpants says so.
right? Does it matter to a woman to have an orgasm vaginally or
Clitorally.
clitorally? Yeah. Does it matter?
I mean, it's as long as it doesn't matter what way you take to Walmart.
They
I
say-
guess
wait,
as
they
long
say-
as you get your ass to Walmart,
But they say it's
you're
a
good.
different.
So what you're
feeling,
saying is you're anti-union.
right? They say it's a different feeling.
No, I just don't think it. I don't think it matters.
Just like you said, just as long as you get there, though.
as long as you get there, yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
We should let your dad listen to this podcast.
Your dad would shit.
Remember, Kimmy, what's your favorite?
Gary.
All right, no, but all right, the size. What is too small? What is too big?
I mean, I'm speaking for myself here, not all female kind. Yeah. But I mean, I guess size really does kind of matter.
Kinda.
God damn it.
She doesn't want to admit it, really. You can go ahead and admit it, man. She said like it doesn't.
It does. And I feel bad because I came on here as a sex therapist and I'm going to kill so many dreams. That it's just like, for me.
Lost all our male viewers right there.
No.
That shit really does matter.
Just lost all of our male listeners.
Yeah. Unsubscribe.
And one of our hosts.
I'm going to just take over the show now. But yeah, unfortunately, I think it does matter. It does.
How small is too small?
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'd be able to say like size-wise too small because I mean dimension. I mean the.
I've heard some
circumference.
I've heard some people say that are listening right now that
someone that said that
that they need a decent length, not hardcore, but they need it
girth.
Thick.
Yeah.
They need it thick.
I understand.
Because the more you open up the vagina,
that's I'm looking at one.
The woman
thick.
The woman having the
soup
orgasm will be a lot easier as well too. The more you open up the wall of the vagina, she can orgasm easier that way too.
Yeah. It's true.
See, y'all gotta get to school. I've been on this, dog.
Right?
I've been on this. Y'all gotta get to school.
How do you put it in, Fred?
I'm gonna write this book, man. I got this book. It ain't gonna be but 2 pages. Pull it out, put it in.
What's the title of your book?
Repeat. Rinse and repeat.
That's the name of the book.
Pull it out, put it in. Repeat.
That's the name of the book, too. Repeat.
Well, now that
also,
I you know what, I don't even go.
And also,
anymore.
it's just
Small
you know,
things don't matter. I'm done.
Just also talking to your woman, you know what I'm saying, stimulating the mind and even just rubbing the body and stuff like that.
You have to warm the oven.
You do.
It's like back rubs.
Right?
And that will make her do it a lot faster than
it is so true.
I know, and I have carpal tunnel.
Yeah, what if you have carpal tunnel?
No, not necessarily back rubs.
You got to put the work in before.
My hands are more important.
Use your feet.
The pain that just shoots up.
You know, it's me and Juan got a little more quiet ever since we found out small dick suck.
Yeah, the black guy got a lot more boisterous.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's like, this is how you give.
He's sitting over here with his gray sweatpants.
I just, I've been doing this for a while.
Those gray sweatpants are starting to become shorts.
Dude.
But no, Brandon, the whole warming of the oven is legit. Like, you can't just come at it and be like,
Wait. This just turned into Brandon getting sexual with it.
Brandon, this is what you gotta do.
Brandon, you gotta spit on it first.
That
you need to do that too.
Oh, snaps.
But yeah, warming the oven is no joke.
Don't try to read books while you're doing it.
Right, yeah, don't be doing the book stuff.
Well, scientifically,
I lost my spot. Hang on. Find the spot in the book.
He's got his scarf on.
Hey!
I drew a picture of him at work the other day.
Yeah, he drew a picture of me at work. It was a stick figure with a scarf, and it says, "Poems or tears from heaven."
Oh, Jesus.
And then everyone at work started saying,
tears from heaven.
Yeah, so everyone started going around work on after they saw it. Not even trying to make fun of me, just all of a sudden, would you know my fucking hate it.
Why?
The picture looked just like him.
I'm just going to say, I want to see this.
She knows the selfie guy, without naming anybody. She knows selfie guy tampon up the butt.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were pointing to Cammy. Yeah, totally know
that
him.
Is 100%.
100%. 100% confirmed.
Wait a minute. The selfie had the tampon up his butt?
No, there's a person that me and Juan and Erin know that he always takes.
Does he listen to this? Because we just.
No.
Oh, okay. We won't drop names.
No, he doesn't listen to it. Yeah. We'll just call him Steve. And.
Oh, you foul.
No, it's not that, Steve.
You gotta come up with a different name.
All right, it's.
Well, at least he's out of town. He's
Tampax.
Steven.
Steven.
Yeah, Steven. And he,
You guys are gonna get it, dude. Straight up.
No, he takes selfies all the time.
Constantly. And
there's
they're
a
such
soft
bitch-made
face.
selfies. Like, bitch-made, like, oh, I wish you were here.
That's the dishwasher.
It just makes you want to delete them. It's ridiculous.
Well, then
but
he,
I keep it because it's just like, you fucking
And they're all in the
pussy.
bathroom, so there's the mirror. So Juan drew a picture of a stick figure in a bathroom with a mirror, taking a picture of itself.
Oh my god.
didn't
With
put it
a
on the
sad
board?
boo-boo face. But no, in junior high, I think it was junior high or beginning of high school. I want to say it was towards the end of like my 8th grade years, which would put them in like 7th grade. But that era when you sat on Party Line, like, I mean, you guys remember Party Line when you were able to make multiple phone calls and all be on the line at the same time? We're on Party Line, and all of a sudden it was like this dare that was like, I hope, put a tampon in your butt. And like, I'm on the phone. I'm just kind of like an innocent bystander. And dude actually did it. He put a tampon in his butt.
It's not like you were FaceTiming with him. He could have just lied and said that.
No,
he did
because
You
it
were
was
on
in
the
a room
phone.
with people. There were other people in the room. Like, as soon as it, like, went in, it was like, oh, dude! Like,
Oh, that's crazy.
you knew the moment of insertion when
And then
that
all of a sudden
happened.
he starts moaning a little. He
no
starts
question.
putting in,
I mean,
I've never known pleasure.
I know, right? I just can't imagine what it looked like when he pulled it out.
Bloody.
Or did you poop it out? Like, I don't know
Expand.
how, I mean, did you naturally expel that, or did you just assist it?
He denies. He says it was this other person.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt the other person would have done it too, but I thought for sure the whole time it was him.
It was a tufa?
But that might explain all of his baby face selfies.
I'm just gonna start hanging tampons
There's a
around.
tampon in my butt. That's why they're in the...
I'm just gonna leave
I'm working with
I was
the
gonna bring a
tampon in his
tampon
butt.
box and leave it at work.
That is so funny.
Dude.
He's gonna hate me for
He
that.
hates him already.
I don't know why. Yeah.
Well,
man.
speaking of
Pretty funny.
babyface, one thing I was looking up Google when I was researching. First off, it's really hard to just type in sex questions because it's all like the 14 most fucked up sex questions on Google questions.
Ah,
and
shoot. Go
Did
for
you
it.
print?
stuff like
Yeah, print.
I masturbate too much. Is there a cure?
No.
No.
Yeah, it's called getting laid.
Yeah, I haven't.
So I still haven't been cured. So no. But
Jesus.
speaking of looks. What the serious look? That was something that came up a lot. Like, men apparently had the most serious looks during sex and all that. Erin, any comment?
I guess when the pile drive goes into commence, I mean, I guess that is some serious
You have to
shit.
concentrate.
Because
If
you have to
lose
concentrate
rhythm.
on not smashing your balls, I imagine. Like, that has to be a problem.
No, women got some wild faces too now.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, I'm not
They
above
call
any of
fuck
that.
faces. They got some wild faces too now. We just
That's, I
got
think,
that
the
one.
hardest. That has to have been the hardest thing to be a porn star, is to be okay with, like, all of your fuck faces all over the, you know?
See, that man only got just that one. After that, oh, that's it for That's it.
For some reason, I picture a bear having sex, and all I hear is a grizzly bear moaning.
If Brad's talking about sex, you just picture
All
a
I hear is
grizzly
a
bear.
grizzly bear moaning. Whoa.
Shake that bear. Please tell me you guys have seen that.
Shake that bear.
That's it.
Unbelievable.
So like glass ass, you know how it was like glassass.com and that guy ended up breaking that glass in his
No, won't
butt?
watch that shit.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
So it's along the same line.
It's terrible.
It's shakethatbear.com and it's just one single video. Like I said, just like
What
the
is shake the
glass
glass?
ass. This dude puts a mason jar in his ass, and at one point he squeezes it hard enough and he pops the glass.
He puts a mason
A
jar.
whole mason jar. Like as soon as it gets into
Get
like
the
fullest
fuck
capacity, you
outta
hear
here.
it pop. And I think the most worrying part is he wasn't surprised by it. You know, I was like, okay, you intended on breaking that in your ass.
And he, like, before he pulled the glass out, blood poured.
It makes my butt hurt
Oh,
just thinking about
man.
it. But
People
along
do
those same
stupid
lines, they
shit.
have shakethatbear.com, where this couple, they're obviously like super wildernessly. And what's scary is, I hope Gary doesn't listen to this, but I picture your dad doing this. Sorry about that, Gary and Cammie. But they go out and shoot a bear out of the tree. They actually even have their hunting dogs with them, and then they fuck
She
on the
shoots it,
bear.
too.
Yeah, she kills it. And once the bear hits the ground on the warm carcass, they fuck all over it. And like
I totally picture your
Gary
father
doing that. When he
must
says
be
he's
on
going to the
Boston
catnip, I'm
or
like,
something.
oh, Gary, shake that bear.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Gary, if you're listening. God. Straight to hell.
Missionary is the optimal position, correct?
Yeah.
that's kind of like missionary is kind of like extinct now, man.
It's
And Cammy's all like, nah, we're dinosaurs over here.
Missionary, I mean, you gotta spice it up. You could be a missionary, but you gotta spice the missionary position
Okay,
up.
so the
hate the
go-to
missionary.
one
Hate
now
it.
is putting her up against the sofa with her head down and bent up against the floor and her legs, and you're standing
On that
the
side
other
of her,
way
yeah.
and you drop it in, right?
Yeah.
That's on
Wait,
That's the optimal
like,
position
all
now, right, Fred?
Like this?
No, that's not.
Well, her back is
I'm
up
trying to
against
picture
here.
it.
Yeah.
Her legs are.
Her head is down. Her legs
Okay.
are up.
Okay.
That's
I think we-
funky
And you're
style.
standing over the other
Her back
way
is against
and
the
just
couch.
Yeah,
you're
that's
just like drop it in.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what it is. That's
Face
not
down,
missionary
ass
though.
up. That's how it goes.
That's not
Face up
missionary
too,
though.
though.
Or
Well,
Yeah, your
He's
face
all
is
like,
up too, but
that's face smash.
what's your favorite
trying to breathe.
position? I'm talking to you,
You talking to
Fred.
me? Well, I'm talking. Maybe you need to learn some.
He looks at Cammy.
Cammy's favorite position is done.
Are you done yet?
Because I'm not doing this look anymore. And
I don't know, man. Doggy
dripping,
style is
pouring
pretty
on.
good. I
You
like
can't go
that.
wrong with that.
And then I like the leg on the shoulder one too. Like that one too. It's pretty good.
your leg on your shoulder?
Yeah. When I come in the
What is
room.
it called? A half barrel?
The half barrel.
I'm just picturing Fred's legs behind his head. He's just fucking scooting around like a goddamn snail.
No, but
Or like the dogs when they're wiping their
no,
ass on the carpet.
they're all pretty good positions. They're all
Yeah, I don't think there's any to shake your fist at.
I don't
Oh,
like. I don't
no
like.
pun intended.
No, but can we is it safe to say though that Hollywood and entertainment has put a myth on sex that the average person really can't
Honestly, like, it's
commit
weird.
and can't perform?
Dude, they got people in Hollywood. The women in Hollywood, man, are buying $3,000 dildos.
Yes.
Because be it as it may,
$3,000 pearl diamond
maybe
up
I'm not
dildos.
the spring chicken I used to be, but I'm not as flexible as I used to be.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe I should start doing yoga.
Yeah. But yeah, with fuck machines out there and stuff like that, I don't think it's put like a... I don't know. Sometimes I talk to like a normal girl and realize I'm just kind of twisted.
No.
I just have to admit that sometimes.
No,
I'm like,
every guy wants a freak in the sheets.
of
It's
course.
been admitted that
Every
girls
guy.
are like, she has to be the best girlfriend because all she wants is
Fred's
in
giving
her
you-
vagina.
Oh, I mean, a lady in the street and a freak in the sheets. That's what every man wants.
Fred's,
I mean,
Fred's
a
giving
man-
Aaron
man
a
be
pat
lying
on the
if he say
back right
lying.
now. Like, you're doing good, kid.
Yeah, right. Thanks
But,
for the
you're
holler
You're
at
not
you,
doing
little sweatpants
anything
later.
wrong.
Dude,
You
but when you
go-
go in that, but when you go in that room
Fight
and that
the
door
power.
is shut, man, you better
Bring
do it
it.
like it's the goddamn wrestling match, goddamn it, and body slam
It's John
motherfuckers.
Cena.
Right. Throw it against the wall or something. Rip a track out the hair or something. Get your ass on the
Cena
bed.
sucks.
Get your ass up. I remember I did that once.
He said rip a
She
track
fell out
out
the
her.
bed. What? She fell out the bed when I was hitting. She hit the floor. I hit her on the ass. Pop, get your ass back up.
Okay, but now, Fred, let's say this. Let's say you do that. You're all into that moment, and the dreaded leg cramp happens.
Oh my God.
Those are rough.
Oh my God. That's when you trying something new you shouldn't be doing. That's how I know. I'm like, what the fuck is my leg doing way
And
up here?
there's
doing
nothing you
this?
can do but stop.
Yeah,
you
you
can't
have
work
to,
through it.
yeah.
Hey, I tries to, Jack. I'll stretch that leg out. I'll keep it going. I'll stretch him out. You got to, but some of them you can't. But some of them you got to stretch them out and keep it going.
You know
don't
what?
want to lose the mood in that, dog.
I think it was either it was Martin Lawrence. I was watching a stand-up once. He's like, something that guys will do during sex, they'll never admit it hurts them.
No, ever.
And they'll be like, you could bend your dick like this. And they're like, it feels so good, honey. And that is true.
That is
Because if you tell them
true.
it hurts, they probably never do it again.
No, they won't. And that's the last thing a woman wants to do is hurt her man in the bed.
Whatever.
Because then he's garbage. If I can
can't
twist,
take
break
it.
you in half, I don't need you. A woman wants a man that's going to handle her.
It's true.
When she bucks, he will be right
She
there to tell you,
bucks.
get right back on.
It's like a rodeo.
It is. Yeah. That's why it's called reverse cowgirl. It is.
It brings
a
to
rodeo.
mind though, broken dick syndrome. Like
Oh, that's
legit
been there,
having a
too.
broken dick.
That's got to be terrifying. I
It
mean,
is.
to be riding
That's-
on it and hear like the,
Oh, God.
like that's not.
That just turns it off. Like you
Well,
don't
yeah.
need to freak in the
We
sheets
don't
after
need
that.
sound effects. We have Fred like,
You're just that gone.
Oh Lord!
But it ain't like that shit. It's like 3 other men in this room. Y'all should have felt the same thing. Like,
oh yeah.
oh, them shits hurts.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine being in the emergency room in a sexual injury.
But
Like
No,
I
I've not
take
done
that
that.
into
You know, I've not done
consideration
that.
sometimes. Where like you do not want to look at an ER doctor and be like, I can't get get it out. Like, you know, it's just like you just don't want to be there
That's
ever.
another
And you're
thing
like,
on E Fucked I love is when, like, you see the one where they got the dildo stuck in the girl's ass?
oh,
It's like, oh, I want to push it with my chin. And all of a sudden it's like, uh-oh.
But
And then their answer was, well, just use it backwards because the tip of it,
All I can think of though is the fish in her butt.
the fish in the butt. And then they put a camera in it. You just see the fish.
oh
And
my
just gotta
god.
shit them all out.
Real fish?
Yes, real fish.
Real fish. Like these little, like,
They're like this
tadpoles.
long.
We
They're skinny fish.
We did like fish tanks are our like side job, so we're like, did
Imagine
the
like
fish
live
die?
fish sticks.
I hope the fish is okay. No
They
fish
shot like
cruelty.
live fish sticks in there.
Is that how you load it? Like put the fish back in after you clean out the fish?
God, man.
Keeping bandicams in business.
Right.
Fish in her ass.
Oh, who's the first to do that kind of shit?
Oh my god.
Let's use a fish, you know? Or like I've seen one where the girl ended up. No, it's a general statement. Like, who was the first person to be like, let's do it?
Has
Like,
to be the Japanese.
yeah. Why do they blur their porn?
You ever
What
seen
is that?
Oh, that's a they don't.
There's like a law where
On
they
the-
can't
they
show
can't show a
vaginas,
man's
and I'm like,
penis.
honestly, why would
They can show the
anybody
vagina,
watch?
but not a man's penis.
No, they don't show vagina either. They like blur it
Yeah,
all out.
they don't show
They blur
vagina.
every single bit of it out.
Isn't it because the dick is usually going in and out of the vagina?
Yeah, well, I mean,
So-
even as its own entities, they will not show them. They're blurred out every time. And it's like, why would you
They're
even
like
watch
tentacles,
porn?
though.
And then they don't really make sound.
You ever seen
They
that
just-
photo?
no, they don't. Yeah, I was just saying,
The fisherman's
What
wife
the fuck is this?
with the octopus head going down on a woman.
I've seen that where the octopus went inside of her.
Does
I
it
haven't
mean?
seen-
You see
I'm
the
talking
tentacles come out and everything. And it's a good size octopus, too. And I'm like, oh, that's
Well, they
cute.
can
It's
get
going to a
tentacles
toe.
from your
Oh,
body.
it's
It's an octopus going in a toe.
Going in the toe.
Okay, so after a woman's had an octopus inside of her, can she go back to a regular sized man?
Right?
Yeah.
After you've had suction cups, could you ever go back? Yeah.
Okay, let's say that. After you've had a 15
Ooh,
incher.
I didn't even think about
After
the
you've had a
suction
15
cup.
incher,
I got a little-
about 4 inches in diameter, can you go back to a 6 inch or 5 incher?
Listen,
Not that night.
not that night. You got to get
Definitely
sewed up
not,
for
yeah.
one thing. Doc, before she leaves, I need her sewed up. 3 or 4 more inches, sew up.
That's like gauging.
But no, if a baby
gauging
comes
the
out there-
Will there always be that thought in her head is why can't I have what I once had?
Dude, if
I
a baby
probably,
comes out of
I
there,
imagine so.
as much as we
I just keep hitting
love
old
to
boy.
hear a woman's
I
sound
just keep hitting
of
old boy.
we pounding and she going, much as we hear that strokes our ego.
Totally.
As
The
a man.
noises? That was in
Yeah,
another subject.
as
I
a man,
had.
it strokes our ego. But if a baby head comes out of that, trust me, we ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
We ain't doing shit. The baby head is like that round, dog.
I mean-
Especially when they talk about orgasms during birth, too.
What?
I've not
That's
heard
a
that
thing.
one though.
I don't even know how
I've
that's
not,
possible.
right, I've not heard that, but I heard women shit on
There's
themselves.
a lot of poop during
Yeah,
birth.
there's poop.
That's what I heard too.
Shit
I
on
was like, I would be
themselves, dog.
terrified to drop deuces.
That's the least
gotta
of the
push.
problem. You got a fucking 10-pound baby coming out.
And it's so
Can't-
funny. My boss had a baby a little over a year ago, and everybody's like, "Oh, does this make you want to have kids?" And I'm like, "Why would this at all ever make me want to have children?" Like hearing horror stories from woman after woman after woman, it's just like, "Oh yeah, that sounds fucking
Then women like,
fantastic."
Can't
yeah,
explain
it gets
that,
easier
though, like,
after my first one,
possibility
my
of an
second and
actual
third.
orgasm, baby.
No, no. I had a dream one time that I went to go take a giant poop and a baby came out, and I was
Oh.
like, "Oh my
Oh.
She still
god!"
flushed it.
Oh.
I
She
still flushed it. Yeah. It wouldn't go down.
It was a
Mommy!
plunging at it.
Plunging.
Trying to get that thing to go down the toilet.
Yeah, that was like the worst nightmare ever. And I called my mom and it was like, I flushed your grandbaby.
Again.
Again.
Was it the night of prom?
Right? It's true.
Oh my God, man.
So yeah.
It was the day.
Nothing after
You
that.
got nothing?
Yeah.
She flushed a baby. She pooped a baby and flushed it.
I forgot your mom listens to this too.
No, she doesn't.
Do you
Okay.
hear her nails?
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah.
The what?
Your
Talk
mom.
about
He
that.
asked if I did her nails.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
did
give my
her
abortion
nails.
joke?
She might. I told her my Erin's gonna be on, but I think I
Oh.
told her it was sex therapy, so.
So
And I don't know anything therapeutic I've
You
done
know
for
what
anybody
though?
so far.
I'll
Yet.
do this for my mother right now.
Is she a
Boring
part of a
porn.
nudist colony? Colony too? What?
When they sleep, because
When they
I've
sleep.
accidentally opened the door, or they had the door open one time back when I lived with them. I'm just like, ah!
I'm sorry, I don't get that shit. I don't get that shit.
You don't
Sleeping
sleep naked.
No, I don't get that
sleeping
shit.
naked isn't. How do you sleep
that
with
shit's
clothes
disgusting.
on?
That shit's
I still
disgusting.
sleep with underwear
No,
and
you gotta
socks
listen to his
and
reasoning.
It's
t-shirt.
disgusting.
Why is it
Them
disgusting?
sheets-
Because when you
sheets
fart,
gotta be
poop
bad.
comes out.
When you fart, poop comes
Not
out.
even that. When you
Juan has
roll
a-
over, the sheet's gonna get stuck in your ass.
You have a thick
And you're
ass.
gonna rub
Right,
poop all over your
thick
bed.
ass.
And if you don't wash it frequently,
I just
You
picture
don't
Juan
wash
like
it?
in a pigsty just pooping and
you'll
rolling.
have
When
poop
they-
all over you.
When they say dingleberries, that's exactly what they mean. Dingleberries.
I don't enjoy the sleeping naked.
Really?
I don't.
I think
I've
it's,
tried
I think
sleeping
it's,
with clothes on, and I
I
just
think
can't
it's
do
disgusting to myself. I won't
It's
do
your
it.
own
I
fecal
wouldn't say
matter.
it's disgusting.
Don't want it.
I'm not too much.
I
of a
sleep
fan
with
of
my
it.
dog. There's enough dog poop over me. That
You have dog poop in your bed now. Where do you sleep?
In the
well,
kennel.
Is this an
dogs
episode
don't
of
wipe
Hoarders?
dogs don't wipe their butt.
They don't. And you do think
They
about them
do
going
wipe
out in
their
the yard and
butt.
stepping
They
in
do
fresh
wipe
poop.
their butt. They
Kim's
lick
also
it
like, wait a
clean,
minute.
first of all.
We sleep with dogs.
Right, they lick it clean, first of all, so they do wipe their butt.
Well, and
and
you
then they
sleep
scoot it across the floor. Remember we was just talking about that? They scoot
Yeah,
across
well,
the floor.
Trying to
You see
show
that?
the
He's
good.
scooting
See
in his
that?
rolly chair.
I don't know. I just don't like to sleep naked. I don't like the fact of the poop. Women
Poop.
will not only poop, but they'll have the discharge from the front. And who knows if they're lactating? They'll be squirting milk all over the bed.
I have to sleep where you sleep just to see what conditions.
It's a bed of hay. There's a cow next to it.
Exactly.
The body expels stuff whether we want it to or
His
not.
wife is gonna be like, "What the fuck do
I
people
know,
think
right?
of me
Yeah,
now?"
exactly. What kind of housekeeper do they think I am?
But see, that's different for me, man.
Lactating.
Because even though I mean, the woman can sleep nude if she wants to in that sense, but I mean, for me, I'm not. But I think the vagina marinates anyway.
It marinate. I love that word.
I think it marinates
It
anyway
marinates.
during the
Well,
night.
there's
So-
gonna be something.
So,
That's a
so
shout
it
out
may
to
be
Ryan.
something
It adds
come out,
flavor.
but
Adds
6, 7
flavor.
o'clock in the goddamn morning, that shit is hot like a goddamn microwave.
So is it full of flavor, or are you
It's-
trying to?
hey, you ain't got to so much
Marinate.
get some flavor. You know what I'm saying? But,
See, I like my popcorn with extra butter, so
Cheese?
I don't like.
No cheese.
I don't like
cheddar.
butter
I
and all
like
that
cheese popcorn,
shit.
but I don't like it hot.
Yeah.
Fried popcorn is good enough for me.
I like day old popcorn.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Stale popcorn's good. But
We're
yeah,
actually
that
talking about
cracks me
popcorn.
up because now I'm going to totally go home. I do need to clean my bed anyway.
She's
But you would be
also-
totally grossed out by.
She's gonna sleep in like panties that are like connected to an outlet that just keep cooling them.
I just refuse. I'll sleep with a hoodie and everything, especially in the winter. But
I
just
am
refuse to
so
sleep
warm
naked.
when I
Why?
sleep
You
though.
won't touch
I am like an
I
oven.
refuse. No, I
Ass
don't.
back.
I don't want. No, I don't.
I can't.
don't want it.
If I sleep with, you can ask my wife over there. If I even sleep with a shirt on, I just like wake up soaking wet.
Yeah.
Like I sweat really bad in my. I don't sweat like during the day. At night though, I apparently just like turn into flubber or something like that, and just leak out.
But you know, having a shirt on is optional sometimes with me, but I have to have these suckers on.
Sometimes I like
Socks
sex,
have
but the girl
to be
has
on.
a shirt
I have
on.
to have my socks on.
Sometimes it what?
Sometimes I like sex with partial clothes on.
Chad
you
always
mean? What
takes
do
my
you
socks
mean
off during sex. And
with
I hate
partial
it. I'm
clothes
I
on?
take
Like
her
that.
socks off.
Do you? Why do you guys take socks off?
Females
during
actually
sex?
orgasm quicker with socks on.
I
Actually,
think I even put
Females
my
that-
shoes
yeah.
That
on
sounds like-
sometimes.
That's legit.
man.
No, that is true.
Cammy's in about why you putting snow boots on me?
Why you putting snow boots on? I'm wearing onesie and snow boots.
She's got fireman boots on.
And then if you sleep in your bed naked after
You're
you've done the deed, you just got that semen
Underwear-
smeared everywhere in it.
Underwear back on. After
I
sex.
can't imagine what my entire bedroom looks like
With the black
with
light.
a black light.
Oh, you can
Because
see
like
it
if
in
you come,
space, I
okay,
bet.
so for one, I'm kind of a huge fan of silicone lube. I'm obsessed with it. It's almost everywhere in my house. If you come over and touch any doorknob, you're slipping off of the goddamn thing. Or you are opening the door. And Brian gets so mad at me because we hang out literally every single morning. Yeah,
It's not lube anymore.
it's not. So he'll slip off the door handle and look at me, and I'm like, sorry. You know, it just doesn't come off that easy.
He's like, we didn't even do it there. You were gone. I
Yeah.
just lubed up the knob and.
Right,
No, it just
back
it
into
stays
it.
with you. You can't help
I
it.
try to open the door.
Yeah, okay. I'm not- But yeah, I mean, I just can't help it. So none of you, especially you. I mean, you're really not gonna like my house. Seriously.
Well, it's like, would
like
you
there's-
sit on your couch?
He's like,
would
there's
you sit on your living
lactation
room couch
everywhere.
naked?
Yes, absolutely.
I can't do that.
There's not many places I
Can't do
haven't
that.
been naked. I've lived there for almost 10 years, so there's
then
not
you're
many
gonna try to
places.
take a nap on there.
Well, see, I don't know how that is because I mean,
I'm not
sex,
a germaphobe. I'm
can't
really
do
funny
that.
about
I have
that.
sex, but after you can't just sit there just butt naked, just sit there.
You can't marinate?
I'm just going to say no
you can't-
marination.
You can't just do that. But I mean, we can have sex, but after sex, we still got to get up. But we just ain't gonna sit there and watch a goddamn movie. I ain't gonna be able to do that.
No naked.
You don't-
I feel
You don't wanna
so
watch
filthy
300?
right now.
She said, I feel so filthy.
I feel
Do you sit
filthy.
on your couch naked, Brandon?
Well, and keep in
haven't-
mind they just
not
got
right
here.
after
Thank you for
Shit.
letting me know. I will never say.
Right after you took the shit,
I think I did
like
one
baby, I'm getting ready to
time.
get in the shower. You sit down.
One
If you
time.
have leather couches, I'm definitely.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. I think I did one.
Easiest to wipe off, right?
They are, but
don't
there's
know, I
the
just
skin
got-
stick factor that you've got to worry about.
Oh, you have to
on the
peel off the couch. Yeah, that sucks.
And you can see
It's like
on
that
the leather
scene
couch, you
from,
can see, like the butt crack sweat that has
Ugh.
accumulated.
What's
From
that?
Joe Dirt when
Yeah,
they peel
Joe Dirt.
I was just gonna say when they have to use a ladle to get the dog's balls off the porch.
Sorry, boy, she's trying.
I knew immediately where you went to. I was like, Joe Dirt. But yeah, I feel that now. I feel absolutely filthy, Juan. I'm sorry, but
I have an issue.
No,
judging
whatever
our
floats
cast.
your boat.
sanitize these earphones, mic, all that stuff when I
Those
leave.
headphones have lube all over them already.
They do. I almost thought instead of bringing donuts today as our first date for the podcast, I almost brought everybody lube.
squirting something.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that was almost my gift for everybody. I was gonna bring silicone lube for everybody and hand it out.